I want to talk about potential today, potential for your genes and your DNA and your RNA and your telomeres to give you the maximum genetic potential for longevity and health, strength, fending off disease, speed, intelligence. And if you don't get all 90 essential nutrients to these structures, genes, DNA, RNA, and telomeres, you're not going to achieve your genetic potential for these things, okay? Well, I want you to get a hold of the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the CD that goes along with it called Public Enemy Number One. You know who they are, Public Enemy Number One. That's my newest one. And don't forget my newest DVD, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail. So I'd say those three. Epigenetics, the book, which is Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the DVD, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, and the new CD, it's just been out for like 3 days, Public Enemy Number One. All this will explain the potential to you. Well, let's look at a Lamborghini car. If you follow the maintenance manual, it'll go 300,000 miles with even out of tune-up. But if you decide because you're Scotch and you don't want to spend $150 every 1,000 miles to change your oil with a very expensive type of oil, you say, that's too expensive, bodyguard, by gosh, man. And so you say, I'm just going to put 6 quarts of Texas dirt into the crankcase instead of 6 quarts of oil because it's Texas dirt. There's bound to be some oil in that Texas dirt. Well, that car won't go 300,000 miles. That car is not going to go the distance that one tank of gas should carry it, 400 miles, because of all the wear and tear and abrasion and all that kind of stuff that's going to come from putting 6 quarts of dirt in there instead of 6 quarts of oil. Same thing is true. Let's say your grandma lived to be 112. Your granddaddy on the same side, her husband, lived to be 102. And they were hellions. And, they did bad stuff. They drank and they smoked and they did drugs and they stayed up all night and did so many horrible things you wouldn't even want to name them out loud in front of kids, okay? And you say, but I've got good genes. They're doing all that bad stuff. They lived to be 102 and 112. Hello? I've got good genes. So you just try to do what they did, and you drop dead of a heart attack at 42. Well, they not only did all the bad stuff, unknowingly they did a lot of good stuff, which supported their genetic potential for their genes and DNA and RNA and telomeres to maximize their genetic potential for longevity and health and fending off disease and speed and strength and intelligence, although they didn't sound like they're too intelligent if they did all that bad stuff. Well, this is where the 90 for life comes in. This is where the 90 essential nutrients comes in. The genes and DNA and RNA and telomeres don't need a steak. They don't need eggs. They need 90 essential nutrients. They need 60 minerals, that's 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 3 fatty acids, and each one of these has multiples of functions in the chemistry, the biochemistry, in the enzymatic systems, in the hormonal systems, including physical structure, as well as the maintenance and repair of all these tissues and the development. Just think about it. When the sperm fertilizes the egg, you're a one-celled human being, and the potential you have to grow up to be a full human being is just phenomenal. But your mama better be eating all the right stuff and supplementing properly to maximize your genetic potential for developing perfectly. Otherwise, you'll wind up with a birth defect of some kind, okay? Or maybe even have a miscarriage because there wasn't enough nutrition for the embryo to make it to term and be born normally. Well, you cannot get all 90 essential nutrients from your food. And when you look around the world, the top 20 longevity cultures, according to the National Geographic magazine, you're looking at the top 20 longevity cultures are all third world cultures. They have 40 times the 100-year-olds we do. They have 100-year-old per 250 of the population. We have 100-year-old per 10,000. How come they have 40 times the 100-year-olds we do? They have no doctors, no insurance, private or government. These guys have no hospitals or emergency services or clinics. So what's going on? Well, they get the 90 essential nutrients. By dumb luck, their ancestors moved in a place that had all 60 essential minerals in the soil, and the wood ashes they get from burning wood for fuel that grow in that soil contain all 60 of these minerals. They put them in the garden to fertilize their tomatoes and potatoes and corn and beans and peas and squash and pumpkins and okra. They eat those foods and get their mineral supplements that way. Well, along comes Thomas Edison at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, pulls the switch in the first commercial electric generating plant. Within 10 years, every town, every city in the industrialized world, including America, converted from wood as the universal fuel to electricity. No more wood ashes, no more supplements. And what do doctors tell you? Oh, just eat well, you're going to get everything you need. And that's why we're in a death spiral here. Our kids, it's said now, are not going to live as long as us. 50% of Americans are going to be standing at a gravesite burying their children because the children don't have enough nutrition to live as long as their parents. Our first generation in America that's happening to. It's because of malnutrition. Not malnutrition of calories and protein, but malnutrition of 90 essential nutrients, 16 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 essential essentials, 3 essential fatty acids. Okay, and you must take these things in every day. You need oxygen every day. You need water every day. You need the 90 essential nutrients every day. And the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, Public Enemy Number 1, the CD, and Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, the DVD, outlines what each of these nutrients is required for, what diseases you get when you don't have them, what birth defects you can get if the mother's not supplementing with them before conception. You know, mothers shouldn't wait for, missing, say, 2 or 3 periods before they start taking prenatal vitamins. It's too late. The embryo is already formed, for better or for worse, at that point. Well, don't forget, Epigenetics, the book, Public Enemy Number 1, the CD, and Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, the DVD. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
Do certain foods cause you to bloat or experience gas? Do you wake up in the middle of the night with heartburn? Are you forced to sleep on piles and piles of pillows to cut down on heartburn? Have you been diagnosed with acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease? If any of these describes you, then you've got digestive problems. I was awakened with heartburn almost every night for over 20 years. Then I heard Dr. Wallach and realized all of the antacids I'd been using were actually part of the problem. My stomach acid wasn't too strong. It wasn't strong enough. So I started taking the ultimate enzymes from Longevity. Now all of the heartburn, belching, and bloating are gone, and I can sleep through the night without piling on the pillows. And I'm back to eating the spicy foods I love. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Longevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound, turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, when I saw this one, I thought of you because we always talk about these medical mistakes and just how bad sometimes the medical industry can be. Headline of this ABC News story, doctors find half-pound fat egg in 62-year-old man. They say for 20 years, a patient suffered from urinary frequency, but the lab findings didn't show anything. And doctors at Georgetown University Hospital discovered a large egg-like mass in his abdomen. A CT scan of the patient's abdomen and pelvis found a 3.3-inch mass, and this was all confirmed by the New England Journal of Medicine. And the free-floating, smooth, firm, rubbery mass measured 3.9 inches by 3.7 inches by 2.9 inches and weighed 7.7 ounces. And they say the mass was identified as a peritoneal loose body, which occurs when small pieces of fat in the abdomen detach from the surrounding structures and lose blood supply. Then the fat is calcified and turned into a fibrotic mass, which is completely benign, according to Dr. Rachel Sussman of Georgetown University Hospital. She goes on to say, small peritoneal bodies are quite common, but this is the largest reported one in literature up to date. And how long have they had CT scans, Doc? Because this guy suffered with this for 20 years, and it took 20 years for someone to go, what do you think? Should we maybe take a CT scan of this and see what's going on?
Yeah, well, you're exactly right. And plus, for over 20 years, he should have been going in, at least once a year for a physical, right? Because he has this complaint, maybe more frequently than that. And unless he weighs 300 pounds, if he's an average-sized guy, feeling his belly, they should be able to feel a 7-ounce free-floating mass in his belly and his pelvic cavity. And so, there's been a lot of, what should I say, incompetence with this thing. And, of course, that's not unusual. The medical system is very, very bad, and it costs us a lot of money, $750 billion a year. The most common cause of personal bankruptcy is medical bills. Doctors make so many mistakes that they kill, injure, and infect 15 million people in their workplace every year. They don't even get an OSHA ticket. And so this is just another one of these things. It just makes you shake your head and say people need to start taking care of themselves. And this is what the whole idea of the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie was all about. Take care of yourself. Avoid the doctor. You'll live longer. You'll be healthier. And, I mean, an Eagle Scout could have found that.
That's what I was thinking, because they say this patient's urinary frequency was resolved immediately after the surgical removal of the mass. Well, yeah, as you would say, duh. And they go, most peritoneal bodies are so small that they do not cause any symptoms. When they do become large enough, they have been reported to cause small bowel impaction. Impaction, and they say in urinary retention. This was one of the first reported cases of urinary frequency as a symptom. But still, as you and I say, it's like, in 20 years, some doctor couldn't feel a, nearly 4-inch tumor that weighs a half a pound inside some guy's gut. I mean, like you say, unless the guy's completely obese, I mean, how do you miss that?
Well, just remember, according to Dr. Lucian Leape, the head of the Department of Public Health at Harvard Medical School, 52% of American doctors on duty are intoxicated on alcohol, street drugs, and prescription drugs. And so maybe he kept running into the drunk ones. Well, thank you for bringing that one up, Doug. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many ancient legacy oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. Keep Ancient Legacy's tea tree oil in your medicine chest for first aid. Tea tree oil is great for soothing the itching and stinging associated with insect bites, burns, scrapes, and other skin irritations. It's also effective as an antiseptic. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Longevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Most people know that drinking pure high alkaline pH water is the most important factor in maintaining high energy and vibrant health. Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops combine a unique formula of the most alkaline minerals. Using plasma pH drops is the best way to make your water alkaline to help you get rid of acid and regain your health and energy. Simply put 10 drops in the water you drink to raise the pH to a healthy level. Alkalizing water helps your body rid itself of acidic waste and increases the oxygen content of your body. Disease organisms like bacteria, viruses, and cancer cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH drops now by going directly to alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776 today.
Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Cincinnati, Ohio, and Bellamy, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Bellamy, you're on the air.
Hi, Doc.
Hi.
Today, I'm calling for a young lady. She's 45 years old, and she's been diagnosed with reflex sympathetic dystrophy syndrome.
Okay. Yes, I know it. RSD.
Okay. And the doctors have told her that if she doesn't have surgery, that it could lead to paralysis.
Okay. Well, she needs to fire the doctors. Okay. Mm-hmm. And basically, they're giving a lot of misinformation. I'm assuming she is has RSD because she had some kind of physical trauma. She fell off a roof, was in a car wreck. That's usually how it happens. Is that correct?
I think she was maybe in a car accident.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How much does she weigh?
178 pounds.
Okay. Does she have any other issues? Any respiratory problems, asthma, bronchitis, any skin problems, eczema, dermatitis, any belly problems?
No belly problems. I know she said that she had been diagnosed also with colon cancer, but they told her that the cancer is gone, and they said she has fibromyalgia.
Okay. Well, why is the cancer gone?
She's had 2 cycles of radiation and 1 chemo.
All right. I got you. All right. Now, this is a SHAR thing. She's got fibromyalgia, essentially what we're looking at here. We need to protect her immune system because she has a history of cancer, 178 pounds. And essentially, she's got a scar tissue reaction in her disc between the vertebrae, the cartilage between the vertebrae, ligaments and tendons. What would you do for her, Shar?
Well, she needs to get on 2 healthy brain and heart packs, right?
Okay, 2 healthy brain and heart packs, but what would you do for the disc and the cartilage?
Oh, that she needs glucogel for that.
Yeah, okay, very good. So, yeah, I'd give her 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. That's going to deal with the fibromyalgia. The fibromyalgia, of course, is a not only a soft tissue thing, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, but also muscle. So the selenium in the 2 healthy brain and heart packs is perfect. Well done, Shar. And then the glucogel, I'd have her take 2 bottles a month, 2 large bottles a month, so she can take 15 glucogel a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner. And that's going to support and promote healthy maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone matrix, bone itself. And also in each one of those, let's see, I would also get a couple of bottles of the CM cream, so she can apply the CM cream on the areas in her back which are painful and uncomfortable. She needs to stay away from all the bad foods. And what would you do for her immune system, Shar, because she has a history of cancer? What would you give her?
Well, I'd give her the immortalium because she's going to get the selenium. I'd give her the immortalium.
Yeah, I'd give her immortalium, 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month, and I would also throw in the Ocean's Gold for the sea cucumber. Or take 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month, and then call us every couple of weeks, Bellamy, and let us know how she's doing. No surgery. We'll be back after these messages.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. Again, that number is 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we will see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember the phone number. Again, it's 313-444-3463. Again, that number is 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Attention taxpayers! If you've received a notice from the IRS or state, do not ignore it. It's also a big mistake to try and handle your tax problem on your own. If you owe back taxes, it's a fact that the government has the power to take everything you own, including your home, business, wages, savings, and your freedom. But here's the good news. There's a special toll-free tax hotline set up especially for you. This tax hotline will tell you about new programs that are geared to help you dramatically settle, reduce, or eliminate what you owe. But you have to call now. Take down this number or put it in your cell phone. But call 877-345-7645. That's 877-345-7645. When you call, you get free information on how you can reduce or eliminate back taxes, including penalties and interest. You can also be helped if you have unfiled returns, a tax lien, wage garnishment, bank levy, or if you have been entered into a payment plan but can't make the payments. Don't make the big mistake in thinking you can ignore or handle your tax problem on your own. You can stop the collection process immediately at 1-877-345-7645. That's 1-877-345-7645. 1-877-345-7645. By
Now you may have heard a bit about Bitcoins, but did you know Bitcoins are now over an $8.5 billion market? And did you know that over 65,000 businesses now accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know bidbit.co. Why? Because bidbit.co is where you can easily receive Bitcoins by selling and auctioning off your own personal items or promote business products and services for Bitcoins. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products and services quickly, easily, and securely for Bitcoin at bidbit.co, the first and only marketplace website to offer BidBit Escrow, a proprietary technology which gives buyers and sellers security and peace of mind because all transactions are protected. Start today. It's free to join, free to post, free to auction, and free to bid at bidbit.co. Buy, sell, bid, or auction everything Bitcoin. That's www.bidbit.co. bidbit.co.
Now let's head to Mississippi. And Pamela, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Pamela, you're on the air.
Hey, Dr. Wallach, I just love what you do, by the way, but I'm calling in today. I hadn't driven for like 6 years. I've been having, I guess the doctor say, panic attacks. And every time they give me meds, I just stop taking the medicine because it just throw me in more bad panic attacks. I don't get on elevators because I don't like to be close.
Sure.
Okay,
now, were you this way, wait a minute, were you this way as a kid, or did this just develop in later years?
Later years.
Okay. Now, let me ask you a couple of questions here. Do you ever get drowsy after you eat a meal?
No.
Okay, so you never get sleepy after you eat a meal?
Well, yeah, sometimes. Well, yeah, sometimes I do. But the big meal, I do.
Yeah, big meal, or maybe a piece of cake or some dessert or something like that. You can nod off a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And do you have any history of any skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis?
No.
Okay. Any bowel problems, constipation, diarrhea?
No.
Okay, good. Let's see here. Any history of, do you have children?
No.
Okay. Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes.
Okay. They have any health problems?
None that I know. I know my sister just have calluses, but just not know.
Yeah. Okay, so how much do you weigh, Pamela? How much do you weigh?
About 145.
Okay, and how tall are you?
5'1".
Okay. With 5'1", I'd like to see you weigh 105 pounds, so I'd say you're 30, 40 pounds overweight. And unless you're a weightlifter, and this is all muscle. But Shar, what would you do for somebody who has panic attacks and they're a little bit overweight?
I give them de-stress and ASAP.
Okay, that's a very good start. De-stress at 145 pounds. I'd have you go ahead and take 2 of those twice a day. It'll be 1 bottle a month. And the Healthy Start Pack, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, Healthy Start Pack. Okay, I'd go ahead and take 1 of those, divide everything in half, take a half of those, everything twice a day. But I'd also throw in the sweeties, because oftentimes panic attacks come when your blood sugar drops, okay? You get low blood sugar, and this can happen following a big meal. It can happen following a consumption of a sugar or eating a piece of fruit, and so we want to be careful for that. So I'd have you take 2 sweeties twice a day. That'll be 1 bottle a month. I would throw in, eat animal protein with every meal. Okay, eggs for breakfast. You can have red meat, chicken or fish for lunch, or red meat, chicken or fish, or eggs for dinner time, and have animal proteins before you go to bed. Every night, have, say, 2 or 3 scrambled eggs and butter. And see if that doesn't help you. Keep your blood sugar levels steady. Keep your protein levels up high. And what would you do for Pamela's weight problem here, Shar?
ASAP.
ASAP, very, very good. I'd go ahead and get you 1 bottle of ASAP. Put a full dropper full under your tongue, 30 minutes before each meal. And let it absorb through your oral tissues. Don't swallow it. Won't hurt you if you swallow it, but you won't be efficient. Weight loss is unless you let it absorb through your oral tissues. And within a couple of days, you'll start losing a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. As long as you stay on your 90 essential nutrients, you'll find that you'll never gain the weight back. Okay, because being overweight is actually due to a nutritional deficiency, not to lack of exercise and eating too much. Don't forget Hell's Kitchen, the book, and Hell's Kitchen, the CD.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Let's head to Independence, Missouri, and Doug, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Doug, you're on the air.
Oh, hi, Doc. It was great seeing you last week at convention.
It was a great convention, wasn't it?
Oh, man, I just learned so much, and it's so great seeing people, health being changed, their lives being changed. So,
yep, longevity people are great people. How can we help you, Doug?
So much fun. I have someone here that's got a Great Dane puppy, and it's had it for a month or so, and its lower eyelids droop just really extremely. And their vet says it's just hereditary.
Okay, what's happening to the eyelids? I missed that.
They're real droopy.
Okay. I wouldn't say it's hereditary, but what is this dog being fed? Do you know?
I'm sorry, I don't.
Okay, well, what you want to do is make sure that puppy is getting dog food that's designed for large breeds. Okay, and how old is the puppy?
It's about 3 months.
Oh, 3 months. Okay. Well, I started out at 3 months. It's probably going to be 25 pounds or something like that. Yeah. And so I start him out with a good grain-free, no-grain dog food that has is designed for a medium-sized dog. Okay, a 25 pounds to 50-pound dog. And as it grows, you have to ramp up and get the dog food that's designed for a 50-pound to 100-pound dog, and then from a 100-pound dog to a 120-pound dog. So the dog food has to match the size of the dog. Okay. Has to be grain-free, maximize absorption. And then, Char, what would you give that dog, 25 pounds, what would you give that dog as a supplement to the commercial dog food?
I give him the Arthrodex, and I'd give him the EFAs.
Very, very good. Yeah, it's 1 scoop of the Arthrodex per 25 pounds of body weight. So I'd go ahead and give that dog 1 scoop of the Arthrodex in his food every day. And as Char said, I'd go ahead, and I like to give, for animals, one of the EFAs or EFA pluses per, say, 10, 15 pounds. So that little dog should get 2 of those. And it wouldn't hurt to throw in, say, 5 of the glucogel capsules and, open up the capsules, dump them in the food, and just make sure it's grain-free. Okay, grain-free, we want it to be gluten-free so that that dog can maximize absorptions. And let's see if we can't tone up those eyelids. It's not genetic, but it just may not be getting enough nutrition for its size. Okay? Not the cheapest dry dog food. He wants a very high-quality dog food for a 25-pound dog. Then call us every couple of weeks. Let us know how that pup is doing. Thank you, Doug. And great to see you at the convention. Okay, Doug from Santa Cruz.
All right. Let's head to Texas. And Marion, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Marion. You're on the air.
Hey, Dr. Wallach. I've got a 93-year-old female. She has a history of atrial fibrillation, and she was on anticoagulation, and she had brain mass. Well, about over a month ago, she developed a hemorrhagic stroke from that, and the doctor said it was from the anticoagulation, and the mass started to bleed. But she was in the hospital, and they were recommending hospice for her. But all during that time, she was taking the 90 essential nutrients, and she was taking a Z-radical, and she started getting better while she was there in the hospital. And so now she's doing really well. They got her.
Is she at home?
She's at home, and she's taking her nutrients, but we're calling to see if she needs to be on something else, some more nutrients, or what
Sure.
you recommend.
Well, how much has she shrunk, since she was 20 years old?
Say it again?
How much has she shrunk in height?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, somebody 93 years old, the odds are, she may have been, say, 5'6" when she's a young woman, and now she's 5 foot. And she may have lost as much as 6 inches. I've seen, women in their 90s 100 years old, they've lost 6, 7, 8 inches in height. As they get osteoporosis and they lose minerals, they begin to shrink. And what happens is they also get degenerative disc disease. And when the vertebrae shrink in between when the disc in between the vertebrae shrinks, the vertebrae get closer together, they get shorter, and they begin to squeeze the roots of the spinal nerves that come out from between T1, 2, 3, and 4, the first 4 thoracic vertebrae. And these nerves tell the heart how fast to beat, prevent palpitations. It controls the rate and the rhythm of the heartbeat. And so AFib is not a heart problem. It's actually a back problem. So, Char, what would you give? And what does this gal weigh, you think? I don't have that down here. What does she weigh?
50. About 150, and I'm not sure of her height.
Okay, 150. Yeah, you can find that out for me later. Okay, 150 pounds. What would you give for somebody with atrial fibrillation, 150 pounds? What would you give them?
Give them glucogel, healthy. Well,
okay.
Really, she needs a healthy bone and joint pack, but she also needs selenium. And, excuse me, if she's got a blood clot, she needs the nightly essence also.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Yeah, and as Shar said, I'd go ahead and give her 2 of the Healthy Brain and Heart packs, so she's 150 pounds. I give her 2 of the Healthy Brain and Heart packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day. And Shar said I'd get her 2 bottles of the glucogel, so she could have 5 of those 3 times a day, 5 at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, to help support maintenance repair of those discs in between the vertebrae. Let's see if we can thicken them up as much as possible. And then, let's see here. I would also, what else did you want her to have, Char?
Well, if she has a blood clot, she needs to get it dissolved.
Yeah, the nightly essence. Okay, that's right. Let's. Did she have a hemorrhage stroke or a blood clot stroke?
Right. They said that the mass, she did have a mass brain and it hemorrhaged.
Okay. Did they say the mass was a cancer, or is it a benign tumor on top of the surface of the brain, or what?
From what I gathered, because I got the information secondhand, is that it's just a mass. They didn't say it was cancerous.
Okay, very good. Yeah, and so you could, since it's bleeding, I don't know, I'd hold back on that nightly essence. That's more for blood clots than a bleeding type of thing. But what I would do is, she's already taken the Z radical, which is a good thing. Let's just stop at that. We don't want to overwhelm her too much. Wouldn't hurt for her to get some CM cream. She could put the CM cream on her neck and her back, in between her shoulder blades, so you would get some of the swelling down around the roots of those nerves between T1, 2, 3, and 4, the first 4 thoracic vertebrae. And usually this slows their heart down to the normal rate, and they stop getting flip-flops and so forth. AFib has never killed anybody, and so I certainly would not suggest any of the surgeries and killing part of the heart muscle, like defibrillation and those sorts of things being installed. Absolutely no retroversions where they would kill her and try to reawaken her and stuff like that, reboot the heart. 93 years old. I'd be real gentle with her and not let them do any of these invasive procedures, okay?
Thank you so much.
Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Wisconsin. And Tim, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Tim, you're on the air. Hi,
thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
We have a 8-year-old Labrador who's been diagnosed with cancer, an adenocarcinoma of the anal sac gland. And they removed about a 7-millimeter mass. We're wondering what our next steps should be. They did a chest x-ray and ultrasound and found that it hadn't spread to anywhere else. Possibly a small lump on the adrenal gland about the size of a pea.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, hang on. We'll be back and give you some guidance after these messages.
We've all heard the term baby boomer referring to those born from 1946 to 1964. There are an estimated 80 million baby boomers, with the first wave hitting the Social Security and Medicare systems in recent years, with more to follow. Many healthcare experts are predicting epidemics of Alzheimer's, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and cancer among this group. However, these impending epidemics can be averted, as there is a new group emerging. This group we call the baby bloomers, because despite their chronological age, they are still physically fit, active, working, and playing. They've heard Dr. Wallach's message regarding diet, lifestyle, and nutritional supplementation. So while many around them diminish in health and vitality, they are blossoming and blooming into vibrant, healthy, on-the-go people. Wouldn't you rather be a longevity baby bloomer? If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the health benefits of drinking coffee. Longevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Longevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium hand-selected Aracaba coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, all carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit's Immune Plus, a full, robust coffee blend combined with the immune-supporting benefits of echinacea and the full-spectrum daily requirement of vitamins and minerals. Boost your immune system every day with JavaFit's Immune Plus multivitamin coffee. Available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local Longevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right, that's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
We're back with Dead Doctors Online, the CBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity and the 90 for Life Crusade. And Doug, let's go right back to Wisconsin and Tim. Okay, 8-year-old lab has a rectal anal tumor removed, and of course there's a little lump on an adrenal gland, which could be benign or malignant. The odds of it being metastasis from the rectal thing is low, but it's possible. How much does a dog weigh?
About 85 pounds.
Okay. So, Char, what would you give this dog for just his main supplement program?
Well, the Arthrodex, of course, and I would give it some extra selenium.
Okay, very good, very smart. Yeah, Char's right. I'd go ahead and give that dog, I'd go ahead and give it 4 scoops. It's close to 100 pounds. It's 1 scoop for 25 pounds of body weight of the Arthrodex. It's in a powdered form. It's going in the dog's food every day, 4 scoops. And then, as Char said, I'd also give that dog, I'd go ahead and give it 4 selenium, open them up, dump the powder in the food, and make sure it's grain-free food, absolutely no grains. It has to be meat. Probably rice might be okay, but no wheat, barley, rye, or oats. And then I would also throw in the Ocean's Gold. I'd go ahead and give that dog, say, 4 Ocean's Gold, be 1 bottle a month of the Ocean's Gold. And for the sea cucumber in there, which is legendary now for helping the immune system of both humans and animals that have cancer. Great stories in the Wall Street Journal about sea cucumber and all the wonderful things that happen when you supplement with sea cucumber. And, of course, in the Ocean's Gold, one of the main ingredients is sea cucumber. So I'd go ahead and give it 3 or 4 tablets a day. Dogs usually just grind them up and eat them, no problem. And so let us know how it goes. Okay, Doug, we got time to start another one?
Well, we got about 2 minutes here. You want to take it, Doc?
Okay, okay, let's just take it. Charmaine, has everybody left me?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here, Doc.
Well, I didn't hear anything.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so basically we just came back from the convention. We had about 2,000 people there. It was outrageously wonderful. And we saw people we hadn't seen in years. We saw so many people who are young and up-and-coming associates and distributors and teachers and trainers in the Longevity family. And what was the thing that impressed you most? What information did you come away with? And you've been with us for 25 years. And so what was the thing that really stood out and made it worthwhile going to that convention?
Well, I think that of course, the company's growing like crazy, and there's a lot of young people, which is good because that's what we need is young people to change the world. And there's a new, how would you say, awareness about what's going on. And, public opinion has changed about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're exactly right. I think probably for me, like you, the thing that really stood out for me, the percentage of young people. When we first started, the majority of the people, 85, 90% of the people who worked with us were in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, people with health problems. And now we're getting young people coming in who say, I want to be a healer. I want to help people, but I've looked at medicine and doctors, and they're so problematic, I don't want to do that. And they started looking at longevity. And we're getting so many young people. I'm talking about 10, 12, 15, 20 years old. And I think a good example are these brothers. There's 4 brothers who started with us when they were 8, 10 years old, working behind the tables and putting sticky labels on brochures and things like that. They got a little older. They start pouring out samples for people to taste. Then they started helping, little old people carrying their products out to their cars. And they began to build a business. And, of course, their parents helped them. But now this is 14 years later, and they're all independently wealthy. They all have car bonuses and stock options. And they cross the stage. They're millionaires now. They make $1 million every year, no paid employees. Get your kids involved. I don't care if their ears are just born. The rest of them not even born yet. Get them in the longevity business and see what happens. You will be very happy you did. Thank you, Shar. Super job. Thank you so much, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
We all know that Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com.